Welcome back. Buffalo Fashion Week has an exciting collaboration going on now with Spot Coffee locations across Buffalo. And here to tell us more about what this collaboration is are Khalil and Ali. Welcome, you two. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. So let's first talk about this partnership and how it came to be.
So I'm very delusional, and when
That's a good way to start.
When it comes to campaigns, fashion is such a small part of our city, and so I'm always thinking about how we can really elevate that and how can we get people to really see what we're putting on. And the first thing I saw was my friend had coffee, and I'm like, this is people's every day, right? They're drinking coffee every day. How can we get that to someone who may not know that fashion is in Buffalo? So I came up with the idea, and I immediately thought of Spot Coffee, and I called Ali. I said, Ali, I got the greatest idea, like I do all the time, and it happened. So that's kind of how it came about. It's just my mind is like just always thinking about ways to maximize opportunities or just maximize fashion in our city.
Nice. All right. Tell us about this campaign, how it's working.
Well, so every hot beverage that is served at our 3 city locations, which are the Hurdle Ave, Delaware Ave, and Elmwood Ave locations, is going to come with one of these nice sleeves designed by Khalil's team. And basically, it's while supplies last. Each location has a set amount, and we're going to keep going until we run out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. So why was Spot Coffee on board to support Buffalo Fashion Week?
So Khalil has been a good friend of mine for some years now, and I was actually part of the initial startup phase for Buffalo Fashion Week. I was heavily involved in the first week of fashion shows as well, so it was kind of near and dear to home for me, and I would love to help him out in any way I possibly can. And this is just a great way where Spot can get involved with the community and really amplify the Buffalo art scene, which is really in need of some amplification because there's so much talent there, and that's just undershown, I think, overall.
And it goes hand in hand because these artists are working late designing. Yeah. They need some coffee.
Well, I think everybody
Honestly.
Needs some coffee.
Yeah.
At least I feel the world would be a better place if more people had some coffee.
Well, Khalil, tell us about disruption and what the theme of the upcoming Fashion Week is.
So in a lot of our meetings, we talk about disruption and how we can be disruptive with our marketing. I feel like that's important to me is like being out there with something so small. And we have to name the show Disruption. I was like, if we're going to keep talking about being disruptive, let's actually name the show Disruption. So it's going to be really based around streetwear, where creatives, models, designers really show their individuality and creativity at this show. I feel like there's so much emphasis on like high-end fashion, but we wear clothes every day. What does clothes say about you, and what can a designer create that is your everyday wear? So that's what it's all about, and I'm ready. So May 3rd is our show, which is coming up very quick. We're going to have a week of events. We're going to have a designer preview. We're going to have a design paint and sip, and then we're also going to have a donation day where people around the city can donate clothes to designers and Buffalo City Mission. So the whole week is just not about fashion shows. It's about amplifying the community, amplifying the art, and then having a great time on Saturday for the show.
That is so exciting. When and where is that happening? That's
going to be on 612 Northland. It's where the AKG used to be. It's empty now, and so we went there. We wanted something more spacious. So it's going to be on 612 Northland, and it's going to be from 5 to 9 on May 3rd.
How can people get tickets?
BuffaloFW.com, or if you go to Spot Coffee, and you scan the QR code on the sleeve here, it'll take you right to where you need to go and support the local arts.
Ali, how long is this campaign with Buffalo Fashion Week going on for?
So the campaign is as long as supplies last. So hopefully it's a quick one.
Yeah.
We want to get as many people informed on this amazing event, and I hope to see a lot of people there.
Yeah.
And like you said, all 3 locations at Spot Coffee, right?
That's the city locations.
The city locations. Okay, nice. So what does it mean for you taking Buffalo Fashion Week to another level for another year?
It means the world to me because just graduated college. One of the things I'm thinking about is how can I really make this bigger? And every day those challenges hit me. It's like, how can I create this monumental? How can we create this fashion scene larger? And it's going to these companies, going to these brands, and getting our show visible there. And it's so huge for us because there's something always, every new season, there's something new, a new brand, a new venture, and it's amazing that there's consistency with that. So I'm excited.
And with and people believing in you to support you.
Yeah, my guy. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you too. So
I swear,
appreciate that.
Yeah.
anything this guy puts his mind to, he turns it into something massive. And when we first sat down for that lunch to discuss the idea that he had, he's like, Ali, I know this sounds crazy, but I want to bring Fashion Week. I knew he was going to do it.
Yeah.
I knew it. And
Yeah.
now he's turned it into something way bigger than either of us could have ever imagined. And I'm just happy to be a part in any way that I can.
Yeah, certainly a force to be reckoned with.
Thank you.
You're doing big things. We're super proud of you. Okay, one last time. When and where is the show happening? People need to put it on their calendar.
Yes, put on your calendars. On May 3rd, Saturday, is the big show. It's called Disruption. Tickets are available now. We're going very quick, though, so I'm not going to hold no ticket for nobody.
Oh,
But,
better get your ticket quickly.
but BuffaloFW.com.
But save me a ticket.
I got you.
Okay.
BuffaloFW.com/events. You grab your tickets there, and I would love to see you guys there. So thank you.
Alrighty. Well, thank
Chelsea.
you too so much
Thank
for
you so
coming
much.
in and talking about this collaboration. Viewers, you can learn more about the upcoming show and get tickets today by visiting BuffaloFW.com. And make sure you stop by one of the participating Spot Coffee locations to support their campaign.